Hey there, scholars. Today in well-ordered language, we are going to be doing sentences for practice from Chapter 1. So let's go ahead and get started with a bit of a review. We have the 8 parts of speech, which are classes of words with the same kind of meaning and use. They are nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, pronouns, conjunctions, interjections. A sentence is a group of words expressing a complete thought. There are 4 kinds of them. Declarative sentence makes a statement. Interrogative sentence asks a question. Imperative sentence gives a command. Exclamatory sentence expresses strong feeling. Then we have principal elements. These are the parts of the sentence that are needed for the sentence to be completed. We have the subject and predicate are those parts. A noun is a part of speech. It names a person, place, thing, quality, or an idea. A noun can be singular or plural. And we have 23 helping verbs. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been, have, has, had, do, did, does, may, might, must, should, would, could, shall, will, can. So, in today's lesson, Sentences for Practice, we're working on workbook pages 22, 23, and 24. A lot of this is practice of all the things that we've been working on. Let's take a look at a couple. On this page, page 22, you're just identifying what type of sentence it is, which you've done in previous lessons. So on the lines provided, identify each of the sentence by writing DEC for declarative sentence, INT for interrogative sentence, IMP for an imperative sentence, or EX for an exclamatory sentence. Remember, if you're not sure what those types of sentences are, I just went over it so you can rewind or check the glossary in the back of your book. It's also one of our songs that you should be working on memorizing. So, where do I clean first? That is a question. And I remember an interrogative sentence asks a question. So, I'm going to put in the first line, I'm going to go back. There we go. I'm going to put an INT for interrogative. The Latin word for house is domus. There's a period. It's making a statement, so that means it's a declarative sentence. So, you are going to do the rest of those on your own. Go and pause the video now and work on those. All right, let's look at sentences for practice. We're going to be analyzing, and I know the directions say to analyze, but I would like you to get practice diagramming sentences as well. So we're going to diagram these sentences too. Because it's good practice. It's a new concept we're learning, so the more practice, the better. So if we're going to analyze these sentences, kettles whistle. In this sentence, I have the sentence is about kettles. So I'm going to put a single underline kettles and then put a capital S above that. And whistles tells me what the subject's doing. Tells me about the subject. So that is going to be my predicate. And this is a predicate verb. Linking verbs don't go with predicate verbs, or they don't need them. And there are no helping verbs in this sentence. So this has been analyzed. Now let's go diagram this sentence. I'm going to draw my baseline as straight as possible. Use a ruler. And I'm going to write the subject on the left side of my baseline. After I've done that, I'm going to draw a vertical line that goes perpendicular to my baseline, and my verb is going to go, my predicate is going to go right after that. So, whistle. And that's a diagrammed sentence. I always end up needing a little bit to draw a little bit more of my baseline, and that's okay. All right, let's look at another one. Let's look at 3. Clocks are ticking. This sentence is about clocks. So I'm going to underline clocks and put an S for subject above it. Our ticking is telling me about the clocks. So I'm going to put 2 underlines underneath our ticking. Ticking is my predicate. It's telling me what they're doing. And it's a verb. Predicate verbs don't need linking verbs. And then are is one of our helping verbs. So I'm going to put a lowercase hv above that. There's no other words in my sentence, so I'm done analyzing. Let's diagram this sentence. First, draw my baseline as straight as possible. Write the subject to the left side. Draw a vertical line perpendicular to your baseline, and then write out your verbs. Are ticking. All right, so I'm writing pretty large so that you all can see. You can write smaller than that so you can fit all of your diagrams. Okay, you're going to do that on page 22 and page 23. I would like you to analyze and diagram all of those. All right, that's all I have for you today. See you next time.